Prawns again today, Matt?
Prawns today too.
You have everyday prawns today?
Yeah, Marks and Sparks.
Prawnies. Question this time. Would it be easier to take distance off a shot by gripping down than adding cut? I'd rather not have to manipulate face the path. Howie Land asked that question. Lunchtime Fix today. If you like Lunchtime Fix, keep posting questions on any of the videos. If they're good ones, we pick them up, we'll do them. We'll also send swings. You'll see swings on these through my Instagram account. Links all coming up. And tell me what you're having for lunch. Matt's having his prawns. So if I hit a 7-iron, normal, that's just a normal 7-iron, like played for distance, 157 carry. 157. So I'm going to do another 7. I'm gripping down a good inch on the club. So this is really short 7-iron. Not a bad hit again. Played for distance. Down the grip a good inch, 156. So basically I'm not taking a yard off that. That's going to be strike more than anything else.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to hit 7, holding at the top. What I feel like a comfortable amount of speed. So not particularly going to take much speed off, but I'm going to add fade to it. More fade. I'm cutting it in. If you look at that, 148. Let's show you what that means for delivery. So there's the 3 shots. You can see the distances: 157, 156, then 148. Spin jumps nearly 1,000 revs with the fade.
Yeah.
Launch is nearly a degree higher. Doesn't actually go any higher peak height. So club path 0, 0 on my try and hit a gentle normal shot to slight drop, like drop off fade. And then 5 out to in with the face 6 open to the pass. It's a bit of a push fade, but if I took longer, I'd line those angles up. It's those 2 angles and then the loft that's giving me that nice drop off in distance. If I just come down the grip, basically I'm not reacting to the lower length club, or shorter length club, and I'm able to just produce the same numbers. And this is why the conversation about shaft lengths and things like that can get so messy. We all pull on them in different ways and react to the length in different ways. So many people actually don't react to the length of the iron. Think of 1 length irons.
Yeah.
The question is a good one though, because the player, I presume, they're thinking that leaving a face open to a path is a much more complicated conundrum in their mind, which I get. For me, playing only with the length of the club, like if I play with the length of the club, which you will see me do, I'll hit shots and I'll let my hybrid down and down the grip and stuff like that. I do feel like I'm only taking like 2 or 3 or 4 yards off it. Like I'm trying to be really precise. I'm not trying to take a club off or half a club, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards off.
Yeah, you're basically just trying to hit the loft that's in between the 2 clubs, aren't you?
Yeah, with the same speed.
6 iron, 7 iron, you want a 7.5.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing when you're playing with face to path, opening that loft up a little bit to get where you want to be. I just think gripping down, like you've seen there, it can go exactly the same distance basically. And you get, like, if you're taking the speed off instead, you're just going to get those small sort of knuckleballs that you might lose control down the other end as well. So
if coming down, so what you're saying there, if you think about it, because mine won't do that because my speed's not changing.
If the speed does drop, yeah. So if you want to go down and you react to it and you take your speed off, then you're going to go
distance might come back basically.
So that's where you just got to be careful and find out what works for you. Like, there's no right or wrong. If you're good at controlling it, then do it. But yeah, that's where you just want to find in between the 2, and that's why I'm definitely always cutting if I want to take a bit of distance off.
The other thing I think where people get confused, my cut, and I had this conversation a lot, it's so hard to get this idea through. So I'm not changing my path.
You're changing your aim.
I'm changing all setups and then where my face reacts to those setups, and everything else is the same. So it's actually really simple, which we should do another detailed video on. I mean, I've done loads, but it just takes forever to get through, I think. Yeah. So I am not doing a swing, which people might want to call on plane. This is one of the main reasons why I hate this term, what we're going to talk about just quickly now, where you think that creates my 0 path, and then the next one, I'm now over the top of this fictional plane, and that's why I'm out to in. I am hitting, if you want to use the word plane and understand plane as this angle on the way down, which is dangerous, and this is why some people get this wrong, I am using the same plane, I'm using the same angles, I am just turning everything left.
Yeah.
Let me get this, look.
So the easy way to think about it
Here you go.
is that you're moving naught, aren't you?
Yeah, correct.
Like naught is in line with this launch monitor here. So a straight line along that launch monitor is naught. You're just changing naught.
Correct. So I'm going face slightly reacting to that path stroke plane.
Yeah.
Or I move my aim to go that way and face changes to that if I want to hit my draw. But so if you put the camera in line with this,
Yeah.
you would see the exact same angles.
Yeah.
This is why the term over the top is ridiculous, even though pros want to keep doing videos and telling you that you're over the top. This is why the idea of playing his path is ridiculous and hurts more people than helps them. We're actually doing, I think, the simpler way
Yeah.
of doing it. Good question. I might have prawns today too.